Good evening, good afternoon, chachos, mugatos, perros, and cats. It's your boy, the Swerve Show here. Give me 2 minutes. That's all I'm asking. If you stay later on, even better for me. Thank you. But let's get straight into it. A New York Minute. I'm going to try to describe the most things that happened in JCW Lunacy tonight that stick out in my mind. VinceRusso is the 51% shareholder, thus kicking Violent J out. He has all the control now. VinceRusso, him and Big Vito. Match added another cliffhanger. Now we're going to have to tune in next Thursday night to see what that means for Violent J. Violent J isn't head of the board. He isn't one of the bosses. He's one of the boys because he wanted to fight Big Vito. They had a street fight outside. VinceRusso came out and said, yo, you want to be one of the boys? Well, guess what? You are. Guess what? That contract you signed just gave me 1% extra shareholder status than you. Nonetheless, we got that to look forward to next week. We're going to be talking about the bad. Or is it bad? I'm going to go over something that VinceRusso said in the Coach and Bro show, which will turn that bad opinion about the show that a few people are saying here and there in the chat into a positive. Actually, let me get straight into it right now. There are a lot of cold matches, right? There's matches like Cowboy James Storm fighting KerryMorton. Matches that we don't even know. The Clowns fighting the Zombies. We have Monster Factory fighting people. We don't know. These are cold matches. What's the reason behind them? I'm sure some of you hardcore JCW fans could tell us why, but we don't. He expressed that, he being VinceRusso, saying that around the 10th show, so that being the 7th one now, everything that we're seeing and watching right now will make sense. Everything during that 10th show will make sense. There won't be any more cold matches, and that's how you're supposed to progress. He said he was using the same formula that he used back in the Attitude Era, and it still works till this date. So we gotta look for we have to look forward to the 10th show, right? Is that the WrestleMania? Should that be their name of that pay-per-view? The 10th show, the big 10th show, week 10, whatnot. We got to tune in and find out. Nonetheless, his boy, Big Vito, has a very big pivotal role in this whole entire show. He has beef with everybody. Jasmine St. Clair, Violent J, Outbreak, Ref Jeff. Who else? I know I'm missing something. Crackhead. Cocaine didn't get delivered to him last week, so you know he's angry. He wants a fight. Nonetheless, the storylines start from beginning to end, A to B to Z, all that. Everybody's committed to the bit. So if you're not even following the fights and the storylines, you have a group like Outbreak that makes the White Six look corny. But they do moves that make sense. When they're attacking somebody and it looks like they're doing zombie stuff, it doesn't look corny. They're performing moves, but at the same time, it looks orchestrated like they're biting an arm off. Good. Now, YouTube's going to read that in my freaking closed captions like, we got a shadow ban Swerve. So he's talking about biting arms off and all this stuff and outbreaks and cocaine being delivered. My bad. We got that. But let's start off from the beginning of the show. VinceRusso comes out to Iron Man. You know that's his theme song from WCW. If you follow him on the Russo brand, you know he comes out to I am Iron. Boom, 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 boom. I know, it's so good. My singing's so good that I might actually get a copyright strike singing that. He comes out there, him and Big Vito, off the bat, saying that anybody that comes in here, yo, bro, anybody comes in here with clown makeup on, you have to spend $5 extra to get in the ring. You have to spend $5 extra to watch the show. Big Vito saying, yeah, no more Fago soda too. Everybody starts booing. No, we want a Fago. Yo, check out what VinceRusso just said. He goes on, he goes, there were other people that were going to invest in the show, but Violent J said he was on vacation or somewhere. He said he needed somebody to invest. And he said, guess what? I'm not Saudi Arabia. Do you think you would go over there and they would accept your ladies with that clown makeup on? You think they're just going to be like, oh, JCW Juggalos. You would even be able to bring your girlfriends here, bro. Bro, your girlfriends would be out here drinking Fago. But nonetheless, we had that little real shoot, so to say. Not a shoot, but a shoot. Like, you know, JCW wouldn't be allowed over in Saudi Arabia. Nonetheless, my allergies are kicking in. So if I'm blinking, I probably got freaking allergies, man. Or I'm just that Fago's kicking in right here. Nonetheless, we got Big Vito. We got Jasmine St. Clair in the back. Big Vito puts closure to a storyline that all of us wrestling fans have been sort of trolling him throughout the years. Yo, how are you a big-time gangster if you dressed up as a female? If not as a female, but you wore a dress. How are we supposed to take you seriously? And he brought closure to that storyline. VinceRusso, I think, brought it up to him in the back, and he said it was because he was under investigation. He was hiding away from people. From the feds, from the cops, to somebody. He was hiding from them. So he had to put a dress on so nobody would look at him. Nobody would look towards his way. Nobody would question him. How clever is that? Something so simple. Something that WWE doesn't even do. AEW, nobody puts closure to storylines. They just pray that we forget it the next week, and we sort of do because there's something else that we could complain about that's so horribly off the rails that went wrong. But that's the reason why Big Vito was wearing a dress, is because he was hiding from being investigated. Bravo. Props to that. As well as we had Hollywood J from Netflix fame. Remember that TV show a couple years ago, Al Snow ran? And it was in Kentucky, OVW or something like that. And there was a girl by the name of Hollywood J, and she was dating this guy that was older than her, that was cutting promos in a broken down car, and that they were saying that he's a bad influence for her. Well, she's on the show. She has the it factor. If you recall her, she had the it factor, but not really. Well, she has new gear. I guess she tans. She just looks more mature, I guess, honestly. Her ring gear fits. She looks more confident in the ring. She looks prettier, more mature, if that's even English. She looks more mature and blah, blah, blah. We got that going on. As well as, what is this? We're talking about that. Talked about VinceRusso now being the 51% shareholder in JCW, so he can make all of the decisions, everything. He wants to take JCW. He wants to take the clowns. He wants to take them out of that wrestling bubble, so to say. He says that your fans are loyal, but we could only take them so far. I want to show them off to other people. I want to make you guys worldwide. JCW. He didn't say that, but worldwide. You get where he's coming from. After all, he's the guy who put the attitude in the Attitude Era. His words. We already went over the three sort of bad things that we thought. The cold matches. VinceRusso said on his show that you could see with Jonathan Coachman that the 10th show and on forward, everything will make sense. Every little gap, everything we're questioning as new fans now within this last month will be answered. All these cold matches that don't make sense will make sense. Like if things don't make sense right now, everything does. The matches are sort of like, everything will come together. And then from then on forward, I'm looking forward to that. Last week, though, if there was one thing that stood out that was like, what? They reached a peak view. Each week more viewers are coming in, more people are tuning in. Last week, their main guy that they're trying to push, their youngster, his name is KerryMorton. Forgive me for forgetting his dad. His dad is one of the Morton, right? The Rock and Roll Express. Dare I say? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My bad. And you could tell that they're putting a lot into this kid. He comes out, your stereotypical flamboyant white guy with the gelled up hair, flashy jackets, talking to people like, yo, you can't touch me, bro. I'm too cool. The Zach Morris vibe. Well, almost, now I'm not going to say half the viewers left when he came out during that match. And he's fighting James Storm, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not sure if it's because of the cold match or he's just like, here's this guy. We've seen this guy before. We've seen how many type of Miz's we've seen, how many types of Rock wannabes we've seen. We've seen this guy. He's going to come out. He's going to say he's got a better life than us. He's got this better than us, yada, yada, yada. His intros, his commercials even say that, hey, if you want to book me, give me $5K, get 12 rooms for my friends, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know if fans are just like, here we go again. James Storm, it's TNA champion. Is he just here for the payday? Is he really a JCW alumni, so to say? So people were taking breaks, but during those segments, the Big Vito segments, Jasmine St. Clair, VinceRusso, Violent J, even Jeff the Ref, Outbreak, everybody's tuning in. It's one wrestling show that we finally have fans that want to tune in and see them act. The actresses, the actors, even Ring Rat, some random, I wouldn't say random, but as a fan that just started watching this month, I'm going to just be a mark. Some random fan that just jumped over a rail and started helping a wrestler became a manager called Ring Rat, and she's on par. Her comedic timing is on point right now. She had a funny segment in backstage with Big Vito and Jasmine St. Clair. Jasmine St. Clair goes up to Big Vito to hug him, and she goes, "Is that a gun, or are you happy to see me?" And he goes, "No, that's actually a gun." Yo, I was just like, yo, nobody could play a gangster now on NXT where I just can't compare him to Big Vito now. This guy is on the top of his game. No, Diddy, no, dude looks 20 years younger. His promos are on right up there with the best. And he's allowed to keep it real, honestly. But like, what's his name? Angelo, whatever, the guy from NXT. No, I can't take him serious now. You have Big Vito talking about guns, talking about taking bribes, confronting owners, hooking up with Jasmine St. Clair. He was supposed to give money to the boys to pay them for the show, but he gave her a stack. Then you have Jasmine St. Clair committing to the bit that the women's division won't do in the WWE. She goes online and finds out that VinceRusso is part of he's going to be the investor. And she starts talking to him in a slick way. Forgive me if I'm wrong. She's like an escort, right? She looks like a hooker. That's her role. She's taking money from guys. I'm not saying she's sleeping, but whatever. And she's already talking about, I can't wait to work with you. Sort of like innuendos to VinceRusso. So is that going to come and bite him in the butt? Is he going to lose his shares in a month or so? I'm already foreshadowing where this is going to be. Is he going to lose his shares because he's going to hook up with her and something's going to happen? They already said that he was at a hotel. So we got to see where that goes on from here on out. He was at a hotel, and we already seen what happened with Jasmine St. Clair and Big Vito. So I'm looking forward to that. And she commits to the bit. You won't see her taking a picture with VinceRusso after tonight's show talking about, hey, happy holidays. Hope you and the family are doing well. Yada, yada, yada. Like Naomi. After Naomi crashed and killed freaking Jade Cargill, the next day they're blowing kisses at the Knicks game, front row. I'm like, yo, you just killed her. How are you going to go to a Knicks game and you just killed her? And you Jade Cargill, you giving her kisses on the cheek. She killed you. And then the next day, I'm supposed to believe, within 4 days on SmackDown, you know something, Naomi? I knew you were trifling, Naomi. No, you didn't, because after she ran you over, yo, you're such a good friend that you were like, man, I know you tried to kill me, but you got Knicks tickets. You got Knicks tickets. I gotta go. Oh, Knicks tickets. Nah, I don't think you're gonna see that. Binhamin, VinceRusso brand, Stevie Richards, Jeff Lane 22 at YouTube. Give them a follow. They talk about committing to the bit. And committing to the bit is what Outbreak does. This tag team in JCW that look like zombies. And they don't look like corny zombies. They put work into their makeup. They put work into their gear. They put work in the way they walk. You know how hard it is to walk like a zombie when you see those little Halloween parades and those walks, the Thriller, Michael Jackson. Now imagine incorporating that into a wrestling match. There were two people that brought that up on the YouTube show today at 7 p.m. Psychopathic Records. That they were like, yeah, I was speaking to them. They're like, yo, it's amazing how well Outbreak incorporates their movements into wrestling moves. And it's not corny, it's hard to explain. It looks like they're eating them, pulling their arms off, breaking bones, zombie stuff. But it makes sense. The moves that they're doing and how they're doing it makes sense. And I'm marking out, bro. I'm marking out, bro. Bro. I'm just happy that there's something to look forward to instead of Raw, AEW, Friday Night SmackDown, where matches don't make sense. You had a guy in a mask just at War Games jump over the fence and take out. It made all the baby's faces lose. He made Roman Reigns lose, Cody Rhodes lose. You need all of the main guys. Jey Uso, Brock Lesnar. Oh no, whatever. He's a baby face in my heart. But then the next day, nobody even talks about it. What? Next Thursday, I'm looking forward to seeing where this storyline goes with Big Vito and Violent J, and how he tricked Violent J into signing that contract, and what Vince Russo does, and if the fans mess around and if they still have to pay an extra $5 for wearing ICP makeup, or if somebody gets caught drinking Fago in the stands and they get beat up and shit. So you got that. What else we're going to talk about? Oh, I got the call. I didn't even realize I had the number up. So, man, if anybody was calling right now, my bad. We were checking the DMs. Looks like nobody called unless they did. Yes, one missed number from California, Bronx, New York, Atlanta. So if you're up there again, give me a call. Hopefully I'm not turning it around and doxing myself. But we're going to check out the comments. What a crazy chat room, man. That chat room over in JCW was off the hook. I'm scared to look at the comments. Last 2 weeks ago, somebody said I look like a fat Charlie Kirk. Somebody said I was old as hell. A couple years ago, somebody said I look like a chipmunk. I'll be mad motivated. I'll be happy as hell. I'm like, yo, JCW is cool. The community's awesome. Everybody, yo, I work out too. I'm Diesel, man. I got a six-pack and everything. I got a boxing match thing where I challenged Sean Ross Sapp to a boxing match. But he turned it down and had somebody else send a DM saying, I'll fight for him. Dude had somebody fighting for his honor, and I was just joking around. But yeah, man, it's hurtful, man. I'm gonna click the comment section. If somebody says something bad, I'm never gonna write. I swear to God. I swear to God. Where here it goes. Here it goes. All right, I'm gonna go. We got 13 comments. Oh man, I'm scared. We got King Moxley. We got the OGs up on here. I could always count on. Thank you guys. We got Column Jess. Imagine Vince McMahon. So we got Cena Dog Nation. Everybody up on here is cool as heck, so give them a follow. We're going to go down the list of people and just saying what's up to everybody. The roll call. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Hey, what's up? Hey, I know that person. That's me right there. What's up? What's up? Hopefully my mic is coming in clear as good. I gave the stream a like. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't, please do so. And give Cena Nation Dog. I always say your name wrong. C Nation Dog a follow. He's been in this longer than a lot of people, as well as King Column Jess. What up? We got King Moxley. We got a lot of kings up on here. And we got to go. Triple H's brain is hurt with Vince Russo. I love it because it's real. Of course, there's some silly aspects to it, but is it really silly? Because things like that do happen. So props to them. I love how they are able to curse. The commercials, they promote their own wrestlers. A lot of them rap. A lot of the girls even rap, and they're cursing. It's just like, hell yeah. You got butt cheeks in the ring. You got Ring Rat, who looks hot. Jasmine Sinclair, who still looks amazing. She was in ECW, hasn't changed. Yo, everybody looks young, man. God bless them, man. I still look young. God bless me. God bless everybody in the chat room. man, I'm coughing. Man. I don't know if that was a bull. Like, goes, yo, you lying. I'm going to make you choke right now. You're about to die. You and die. You say God bless one more time, I'll make you die on stream. Oh, man, I just said that. If you know how YouTube is, I'm going to get like a warning. Are you really choking, Swerve Show? Call this number. We'll help you. But what else we got on? We don't want to see wrestling. Exactly. People don't want to see wrestling. We love the storylines. That's why all of the views and all of the ratings and the banter and the riffraff and everybody, the commotion has come during the segments. Big Vito, Jasmine Sinclair, Vince Russo, Crackhead, The Outbreak. Props to them. And if Vince Russo saying, hold on, we'll have wrestling that you will love in 10 more weeks, 7 more weeks. I'm just getting everything together. That'd be like if Jim Cornette had a wrestling show, said, don't worry, guys, in 10 weeks, we'll have crazy storylines and entertaining stuff. Like, you're just like, what? That from you? Okay. Nonetheless, let's go down. We got a few more. We got Bret Hart, man. Bret Hart, you know all those who... If you don't know what he's talking about, Bret Hart said that HBK and Vince McMahon were lovers, which a lot of people sort of knew, but I'm glad I didn't know that as a kid because I wouldn't have gotten his shades. I wouldn't have done the, Sean. Damn, like, imagine, like, we used to be the Rockers, me and my boy, like, yo, you be Marty Jannetty, I'll be Shawn Michaels. Now, if I say that, that'd be mad. Yo, you be Vince McMahon, I'll be Shawn Michaels. Let's go. Like, what? You be Puff Daddy, I'll be Shawn. What the hell? No. You be Michael Harper. What the hell? Anyway, it's an inside joke. I remember that Barn Bronson Reed rolls Paul Strowman through the car windshield. Exactly. Oh my God, yeah. when Bronson Reed got power slammed through a car on top of like a mini sidewall roof in the parking lot, and then he comes back the next day. Devil's advocate, it's Braun Strowman. He's big. He's the monster. Choo choo. Catch these hands. Catch these hands. His crooked nose. But yeah, there's a lot of things, man. What else? We got CM Punk is behind the mask. Yeah, right. I asked the question. I think Enzo Amore might have a good chance of showing up there, because there's a few people that I noticed that work backstage with JCW and that will be on the shows later to come, like Dolph Ziggler's, Matt Cardona, that have that little close connect with Enzo, and they're all from New York, Long Island, bro, you know, all that. And that reminds me, there was another thing that I saw that was like, one bad thing that I didn't like about it, and it seems like they didn't do it today. Their website would spoil their own shows. JCW Lunacy, their X account would tell us sort of what happened. So I'm expecting Matt Cardona to win the JCW title anytime now, any week now, because if you see my first review of this show, he's holding the title. He's wearing a mask, and I think he beats Two Talk Tony, who looks like a real deal version of Eddie Kingston. What Eddie Kingston should be, Two Talk Tony is. So you had that. They sort of spoiled VinceRusso being the investor, because I already seen him come out. All of us did, didn't we? If we're all on Twitter together, we all seen him come out and cut that promo with Big Vito. So I'm hoping they sort of like calm down on exposing that aspect of it. But I didn't see anything today where it would make me change my mind. Was there something they could have posted online? No, there wasn't really anything shocking where, you know, it would trend online like, oh man, I gotta record this and upload it or something. Like you already knew that VinceRusso was going to be the owner or the shareholder, but we didn't know it was going to be by 1%. So he owns the company by 51%. And Violent J of ICP only has 49%, if my math is mathing, or fifth, whatever. So that 1% makes a difference if you know business one-on-one. You're basically the boss. You're basically 100% owner. What else we got going on? We got Michael Harper. They definitely should. They definitely should. Yes, we all did. WWE needs to sign Cardona. If he, I think he's a free agent unless VinceRusso is trolling people online and, you know, going to those wrestling websites, Wrestling Inc., E-Wrestling. You know, after they debuted during that John Cena tournament, they were saying, hey, even though they showed up, there isn't a concrete contract signing. He was Matt Cardona at NXT. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me. What happened at NXT? He was on NXT a couple weeks ago, showed up as Matt Cardona and had a fight. Was that a one-off, or he's a part of a storyline? But then like 2 weeks later, he comes out as Zack Ryder, and they're saying that he's not under contract. And as well as Dolph Ziggler, he's not under contract. He's under TNA contract, but you know how that is, right? TNA, WWE, they have a good relationship like this. So they definitely said that. It was a one-off, Michael, on 101.59 is saying. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit that like. Everybody has a channel over here. Everybody has great content. Renee Babe. Ooh, Renee Babe. Yes, we all did. I agree. I don't know what that was too for. Nonetheless, we got a call. If anybody wants to call on in real quick, that's the phone number right there. We didn't have any DMs last. We did have 3 missed phone calls. Last week, we had a lot of DMs because I'm expecting a lot of people wanted to know who the investor was. But, hello, who's this? I'm getting text messages now. You were invited to a very special time. I'm getting, oh my God. Who now? I'm getting like phone text messages about it. I swear to God, man. Some of your trolls are hilarious, man. God bless you, man. As long as it's not hurtful or anything, man. Some of it is funny as heck, man. Some of it is too funny. But I liked it personally. You got a lot of good storylines going on, a lot of funny innuendos. The only 3 bad things that I said, VinceRusso said he's going to fix in week 10. So we already had 3 shows. So I would say it's the 7th one. Realistic storylines. You got drugs, prostitution. You got zombies. You got clowns. You got people getting charged extra if they dress up as an insane clown posse member. He went to Saudi Arabia and said, yo, you think any of you girls can show up to Saudi Arabia dressed like that? They would kick your ass. Hell yeah, they would. They're like, yo, get the hell out of here. What are you doing? But the girls are average hot looking. They're not fake looking. It's just like, you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, ladies and gents. But till then, I'll be on X. I'm gonna do my quick 2-minute rant on X, and and see what we got going. I probably will. Watch it probably be like a relative that found my freaking YouTube channel. Ugh. It's not that sexual, but if it is, ugh. Unless it's my cousin with the blonde hair and big boobs. She's like a fourth cousin. So it really doesn't matter. I'm just joking. Titties are titties. Now don't be clipping that. Now don't be clipping that, Moxley. I know I'm gonna put the Swerve Show one on YouTube, and I'm gonna look at my thing, and it's gonna be like Swerve Show looks at his fifth cousin's titties. I miss those troll days, man. But nonetheless, points to Moxley. If you got any, hit that like. You'll get 100 points. It won't go to a quiz right now. It'll just go to a like. Subscribe if you haven't, please. We'll tune in next Thursday. I'll think of something new. I'll probably throughout the week I'll do little shorts here and there to help people that don't know about JCW what to expect, what is good, what is bad, which isn't that much, and all that. Till then, thank you for everybody who's been in the chat room supporting, and all the new people from the JCW community. That was very, very cool. Very, very, very fun show. And I'm just going to go through the chats because I don't want to leave anybody hanging, especially if you type a lot. I hate when you leave a chat and you're like, damn, at least read my comment before you leave, right? They just came back for the John Cena tournament. Okay, so that's confirmed. They are free agents. So will they come back and, give VinceRusso a favor, give him a rub, bruh. But what do you think, Michael? Yeah, he thinks right. So let's see what it was a simulation at Survivor Series. It was all cryptic codes and all that whatever did, and was CM Punk behind the mask. And yes, he was in the match. He used the superpowers to go. Man, what are you drinking, Moxley? Yeah. Wrestling gear. You should prank him next. I am. I probably will. Is it you? Is it you, Michael? You are my fifth cousin, but you don't have amazing tits. No, but I'm joking. If it was Vince McMahon have the mask, a lot of people. I think it's Austin Theory though. If we're talking about the cage, it was definitely Austin Theory. My allergies are killing me, man. My eyes are I look like I'm high, but I'm not. It's just ugh. But nonetheless, we got John Cena should come out of. I agree. You already seen him. He was on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and then he was talking about being naked up on the stage. He's transitioning into that stage with The Rock and everybody. So we'll expect that. But till then, I wish I had an intro or an outro, but they want to charge $40 now for that. It used to be free. Now it's $40, bro. Jesus Christ. Everybody, see you tomorrow either on Matt's or your comments. Be safe. Hit that like on the way out, like Joe says, and subscribe if you haven't.